Hi, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad you joined today to watch this video, whether you are watching on YouTube or Facebook Live. I'm happy to have you. Or if you're watching the replay later, that's awesome too. Always want to inspire people with my creations and share my ideas and techniques and all that. So would love for you to share your name and comments and let me know where you're from. Always like to see how widespread this video can go. That's a lot of fun for a demonstrator who's kind of just starting to work full time at this job. I have been serving as a demonstrator for almost 18 years. Yes, 2005 I started. So it's been a lot of fun, and I've learned a lot and shared a lot and really enjoy having classes. I actually host classes here in my home in Lubbock and have kind of a classroom setup that's just perfect for small parties. If you ever decide you'd like to have a crafty gals night out and come over, and you can bring wine or whatever your beverage of choice is. And we will make some cards. I've got one hosted project coming up on Monday. I'm going to get to go to Slayton actually and do a class, and I'm excited about that. And then I've got a retreat coming up on October 27th and 28th. That Friday evening is the 27th, and then all day the 28th. So if y'all want more information on that, I'm happy to share that. Today we're making one of the cards that we'll be doing at the retreat. So you'll be getting a sneak peek of something that we're playing with, which are the brushed gold foil cards and envelopes. And that comes in a pack of 20 envelopes and 20 cardstocks, cards that are already scored and everything for you. It's awesome. You get 20 of each, and that number is 162177 if you're interested in that. Of course, I sell all the products that I will be featuring today in this video as a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. And you can go to createwithkelly.com and just go to shop and it'll take you there. I also have the supplies listed in the screen, I believe. I'm not sure right this minute if it shows up under more already. I think it does because I put it into StreamYard in advance. So hopefully you've got all that. Excuse me. And we are going to be featuring the Merriest Trees bundle today. And let's see if I have that bundle number. I believe I do. Let's look at here. 162048 is the name of the bundle. And that is this stamp set and the coordinating dies. So that is a really pretty set that has been great. We're using it a lot in my upcoming retreat. So the bundle is 10% off, and when you purchase the dies and the stamp set together, which I absolutely would do. I would not do the stamp set without the dies, or just either way, because you can make the dies will cut any size tree. The little topper, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different sizes of the trees. And you can use them individually, or you can put them together like that in different sizes. And it's just a great set. Love it, love it. Do any of y'all have it? Would love to know in the comments if you have this set. Okay, we're going to get going and make this card really quickly, hopefully. We have also the other thing that we're featuring is the Stampin' Up! Christmas Tidings embossing folder. And that is also in the September to December 23 mini catalog. And that number is 162115. If you're interested in that. We're going to use this a lot in the retreat also. It looks so different on different colors or different backgrounds. It's a lot of fun. All right, here we go. We've got, in order to save a little time, I wanted to show you on the card bases that I showed you the number of. Here's the envelope that is just gorgeous already. You don't really have to decorate that, but you could add some things if you want. And then each card comes, of course, like this. And I cut them in half and then cut them down to 4 by 5 1/4. So you'll have actually 40 of these card fronts from one pack. And then you would just need to use your plain white envelopes with half of them, half the cards, if you decide to split them like that and not use them as a base, but use them as a card front, if that makes sense. So that's what we did today. And through the magic of a video, I've already embossed this card front with the Christmas Tidings folder that I showed you. We also have lots of die cuts. I had no idea until I started cutting out all the dies for this retreat how many die cuts I have for all these cards. It's a lot of fun. Oh my goodness, let's see. I need to keep an extra bone folder in here in my stash. Not sure. Let's see if I hid one in my drawer. No, I did not. Okay, well, it's always handy to have, but I'm not seeing mine, so we're going to use something else. But I recommend your bone folder to burnish the edge. You want to make sure and burnish it on both sides so that your card is going to lay flat much better. We'll get out our little silicone mat, and we're going to go ahead and glue the embossed piece. Can't believe we've already got people in our neighborhood with Christmas lights up. Anybody else have that going on? Usually it's not this much before Halloween that the lights, not only are they up, but they're on. So we don't usually turn ours on until after Halloween. You know, I can handle a little early in November because it's so beautiful to look out and see all the lights reflected in your area, your neighborhood. Looking for the little pin that unstops this. I picked up the little deal. Let's see. Here we go. I knew I brought it in here, just wasn't focusing on it. Okay, we're going to see if this unclogs that. Otherwise, we're going to go to another one. And you can just transfer glue if you have trouble with your liquid glue. You can coming out too fast. You can transfer it into a little bottle like this. I just got these from Amazon. And you can put your favorite liquid glue in it. Of course, you could use Stampin' Seal if you want, but I really want to make sure, since this is embossed, we want to get it glued down good on the front. So the cardstock, if I didn't say that, it's 8.5 by 5.5. Here we go. 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Typical size. And then this piece of the cardstock is cut down to 4 inches by 5 1/4. Typical card base front. Then we're going to do a little bit of stamping. We may go ahead, let's just go ahead and assemble our tree. I have already done the die cutting. And for this one, I told you, you get all the different sizes with this. And I'm going to do the opposite of what I did here, simply because I had more of the pink foil than the green foil left. I had ordered more, but I didn't have it in. So I'm doing just the opposite. And we're just going, the way I decided to do the tree, I'm going to move that out of the way. I'm going to go ahead and make my tree. All I did was use my Stampin' Dimensionals. Got my little tray here. Hope y'all are having a great day. Looks like it's going to be a pretty one in Lubbock. Whoever's watching, if y'all want to comment, I'd be glad to say hi to you if you'll let me know you're there. Okay, I put little Stampin' Dimensionals at the bottom to make the layer kind of ruffle up. And if you want to take your bone folder, which I didn't bring in here, but would be easier if I had it, and kind of curve that up a little, you can just use your bone folder like that. Or you can use your fingertips. Just do that. And then we're going to use glue dots for the top. Because we want to, if you use dimensionals the whole way, this would be really, really thick and you couldn't mail it. So this way you should be able to mail it. And I guess we don't really have to have this right now. What does it show up better? Does it show up better on the dark or the light? I guess it doesn't matter. All right, we're just lining up the top here. Whoops, I'm sorry. I need to switch my view. Y'all haven't even commented about that. Let's make this big where you can see it better. There we go. Okay, so you can see how you get the little reflection, the little shadow with that kind of curved up a bit. Next, we're going to go with the next size. So I just alternated. We have two different colors of foil in a pack that's a Melon Mambo and Granny Apple Green combo pack. And I believe you get 2 sheets of each. And those are in the catalog. And the item numbers should be listed on the supply sheet. Like I said. Is this crooked or am I just doing this? Here we go. Whoops. Careful. And just line that up. And there's your next layer. And you can come back and bend those up if you want. Then we go with the next layer. Easy peasy. Once you get all these die cut, and if you're doing multiples, you can die cut a lot of these at one time. And I actually cut kind of a larger piece of foil and then cut all 3 of the shapes at the same time, which is much handier. Okay. I'm not sure if I popped that one up. Yep, I did. So you can see here how I'm doing the opposite, having pink on the bottom. So we've got 3 pinks and 2 green sections on this one. And then I really like the 2-tone star. Both of these stars are in the Merriest trees set. All of this comes from the Merriest trees. The little gold the little basket, you can make it silver or gold or whatever color you want. And then we've got the stars that can be 2 color. And if you really, really, really plan ahead and have time, this would be great to do on adhesive sheet. I don't think I did it on this one. Nope, it's too thin, so I did not. So all we're going to do is carefully, barely put a teeny tiny bit of glue on each of the points and in the center of the star. And I know a lot of people use tweezers and I never think about it. So I haven't gotten in the habit of that. Do y'all use tweezers? Or do you just pick everything up with your fingers like I do? Good morning, Kathy. I'm glad you joined. Thanks for tuning in. Glad to see you. All righty. So now we have our gold. You cut out the solid star in whatever color you want. And this is the Granny Apple Green gold foil. Granny Apple Green foil. And then I did the gold outline star. Die cut that separately. And we're just going to add that with a glue dot. It does not need to be dimensional, in my opinion, because we've already got so much dimension here. We're just going to stick that kind of in the center and stick that at the top of the tree. Yay! How pretty is that? It's really hard to see. I know it was hard to see on the photo. It's just the way the camera hits, the light and the camera hits that gold foil. But isn't that just luscious? I just think that is gorgeous. Okay, next we're going to do our little baubles that are, the die is, let me show you how you cut that die. See, it comes just like that. So that's all the layers that you need of these little ornaments, baubles, whatever you call these. And I did put this on adhesive sheets. You can tell this foil is, I have the adhesive sheet attached on the back. So I usually just cut my adhesive sheet a little bit smaller than my paper. And that way it's easy to get that on properly. I think my star is a little low. Let me move that up a tad if I can. See if I can. There we go. Now, gives more room for this little bauble here. Row of baubles. We'll fix that when we put it on the card. Okay, and the next layer. And you just peel the backing off of that. And I like it side to side, not like straight across. I tried some straight across and I just really liked it kind of up and down, kind of tuck it underneath this one up here. Because I think when I string a tree, that's the way I do it. So, but you can do your card any way you want. It doesn't have to match your tree. Alrighty. Peel the adhesive backing off. Those adhesive sheets are a great thing to have. They're a great time saver, and especially with foil. When you get liquid glue on foil, it really tends to smear and show, and it's kind of difficult to get rid of that. So it is much better to do adhesive sheets if you can. But you do have to plan ahead. And I have 12 sets ready for my retreat. Well, 11. And then I'm going to be using one for videos. So that means I only have 10 sets. And I think I'm pretty close to having all those sold. But if any of y'all are interested, I will check with my regular peeps who have said maybe and find out if I have any sets left. So if you're interested, that's going to be October 27, 28. Okay, here's that little gold foil. Whoops. Okay, now we have the zigzag on the tree. We've got our little gold basket that we're going to put down first. And we'll just pop that on dimensionals also. Because why ever not, right? Okay, I'm going to put this toward the bottom instead of at the top. All right, now we want to kind of audition our pieces and decide where we want to put everything. And we could certainly do it over here, but then you might want to do like white embossing on the foil or something, and then you could do a banner here. But I really kind of liked more of the gold showing and just putting the banner over here. It might not be a typical spot for it, but I liked it. So that's why we're going today. And I didn't have this all the way at the bottom, but pretty close. So we've got that there. It's a little crooked, seems to be. Did I take the backing off of that? No. Might be why it wasn't sticking, right? Okay. Now we want to, I'm going to attach just this one with dimensionals so that it's up at the level of the basket. And I think I'm only going to do them there on the side. Then we're going to glue the rest of this flat. And then probably I'm going to add a dimensional underneath this guy. We'll figure that out in a second here with the star. And we probably need a little mini for him, for the back of the star. We might want to double stack those, in fact. Okay, so I'm sticking it underneath. Can y'all tell? Kind of move that down just a tad. Whoops, yeah. See, one level is not enough because you've got so many of those that are dimensional below it. So we're going to double stack one on top of the other, the little mini dimensional, so we can hide it behind the center of the star. Now, we fought with that glue dot a little bit. How pretty is that? Y'all like that? See, it's pretty simple, right? And so there's the pink, the majority pink tree, and this is the majority green tree. So you could certainly do it either way with the foils that we have. Now we're going to go ahead and stamp our little banner in the inside, and we'll already be done. How about that? And then this banner is from the Stylish Shapes dies. That is just a staple. I don't know how we survive without it. I could not. I think I say that, and then we will retire it sometime, and I'll have to live without it. But right now, I use them all the time. The circles and the squares and the banners. Okay, we're going to get out our little, let's get all of our stuff here. Move that where you can see it and this. And I'm going to take the little We Wish You a Merry Christmas from this Merriest Christmas set. I think we'll move this to the side. We're going to do it like this. Get y'all in frame there. All right, we're doing the We Wish You a Merry Christmas, which forms a little tree by itself. How cute is that? And you could do something really simple like that. Or you could add maybe a few packages. I thought that would be cute. Let's go ahead and do our Love and Joy. That's what we'll do on the banner. And if you'd rather have Christmas, Merry Christmas, whatever, anything that fits on that banner is just going to be hunky-dory. Whatever you'd like. But this comes from a Christmas song, so I think that works. Okay, we're going to also stamp while we're here. We're going to do some little packages. We'll see how these work. Going to kind of put this here, leave a little bit of room for a bow. And I'm just sticking with this pink and green color scheme. I'm just going to stamp off on this one so it's a little bit different color. And then, rather than stamping off with the green, I think we will use Lemon Lime Twist. And I do not have this in the supply list because I just thought of it. Thought instead of stamping off the green apple green, we could use Lemon Lime Twist. We'll see how we like that. All right, now let's do one of these in Granny Apple, one of these in Lemon Lime Twist. How about that? And it's got two little bows that can go on top of a package. And I think I'll do this one in the light green, Lemon Lime Twist. How cute is that? Ah, a little bow right there. Fun. Okay, now we're going to use it with the Granny Apple Green on the other package. I'm going to use this one again. Whoops, is that Granny Apple? Yes. Thank goodness I went from lighter to darker. There we go. Now, if you want to, let me just give these a quick swipe and get them cleaned up really quickly. Because that pink, the Melon Mambo, all those pink colors really tend to stain your stamps more. So might as well get that off of there. Okay. So we're going to, I think we need a few of these. I love these. They kind of look like 50s retro sparkles something. Cute. What do you think? Y'all like those little starburst? Starburst, sparkles, sprinkles, something. I think they're cute. All right, I think I'm going to get a Granny Apple Green blend. I'm going to use this and see how this does. Right here, since we've got that green bow, I think we need a green ribbon here. On that little gift package. Do y'all call them gifts or presents or sussies? I've heard a lot of different names. How about that? You like that? We could do some crazy striping there, but I think that works. Do we want the light? We could do a little like every other stripe. And you have to be careful with the blends. They do bleed. They're supposed to do that, but it's sometimes that's wonderful and sometimes not so much. But I think that's cute. What do y'all think? Do you like that? Do we need a pink bow on this one or leave it? I think we've got enough pink. Okay. That's that. Oh, and we're going to use the Granny Apple Green also. I'm just going to go along the edge of this and we're going to chop it off anyway. Don't get in a rush like I did. Try to kind of even it out. Okay. And then we're just going to snip that off. Move that over here. We'll snip that. Didn't bring my paper trimmer in. So we're just going to snip that off. That seems pretty straight. We'll see. So this way it fits, you know, because that other banner, the banner was a little large. So that looks like I need a tiny bit off the top to straighten that up. Okay. Now we'll get a couple of dimensionals. Let's see if this is that big enough to hide one? You bet it is. All right, we'll get a couple of those. And if y'all need any of these products, I would really appreciate it if you would shop in my store. And I do have the host code at the bottom there, the 660. I did not do the new host code. I forgot to change that out. I got it ready and didn't change it. So I will come back and repost that in the comments because that's the wrong host code. That one's already gone. So sorry about that. I thought I was organized. But evidently not so much. Okay, there we go. Love and joy. How about that? Hope you've enjoyed this card, and I will be doing another video very soon. In fact, I may just do one right after this because we need to get some videos of these cards done. Whoops, I haven't put that on the inside. Let's do that. And if y'all are interested in finding out more information about that retreat or any of my other upcoming Christmas card classes, or we're going to do a 3D class too with some home decor pieces and things like that next month. But there's our cute little inside with the carrying over the pink and green. Isn't that great? You could also use the other side of your, if you didn't want to do the stamping like this, you could also bring your gold inside. You could do another half, the other half of your card if you wanted to, and then just leave yourself a little bit less room to write, whichever way you want to go. And here it is again with the mostly pink and mostly green. Sorry about the light flashing. That's just all we can do with the foil. That's very reflective. All right. Thanks again for tuning in. And I'm Kelly Pitts, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Lubbock, Texas. And I would love to earn your business. I'd love for you to come to local classes if you're from this area, or I do class to go or retreat to go kits also to ship to you. So thanks again for tuning in. Y'all have a great week. Thanks again. Fun times ahead. Bye-bye.